Good day everyone! We are here to present virtually about Bangko Kabayan Incorporated, a private development bank which is entitled to a study of its contribution to the Philippine financial system. So for the proponents, we have Lugijan Michael, Ocampo Jade Cedric, Pedreno Jason, Pilago John Kenneth, and last but not least, my personally named Bangko Shaina Alisa. In light of these objectives, you should be able to reach the end of this presentation for you to examine the historical background of Bangko Kabayan, show its ownership structure and current board of directors, differentiate its products and services, and lastly is to evaluate its significance in the Philippine financial system. However, let me first talk about what a development bank really means before we talk about the Bangko Kabayan. So the definition of development bank is a financial institution that provides banking services to support agricultural and industrial enterprises focusing on small and medium-scale industries. Moreover, Development Bank provides loans and invests in industrial and infrastructure projects, supporting longer-term projects like industrial ventures and infrastructure developments. So that's all for the definition of a development bank. Since we know what a development bank is, let me now discuss the background of Bangko Kabayan. So according to Microfinance Council of the Philippines Incorporated, Bangko Kabayan has the vision of being a leading rural institution through the delivery of personalized and relevant financial services in an excellent manner, with a preference for the small and micro entrepreneurs of Batangas contributing to the development of the countryside. So in order to achieve business success that is driven, sustained, and pursued for the benefit of the client, it is dedicated to providing personalized and high-quality financial products and services, bringing out the best in its employees and empowering them to grow into fulfilled, maximizing returns to its shareholders through wise investment management while fostering a sense of sharing and serving as the rural community's partner in overall development. Additionally, Bangko Kabayan is associated with the International Commission for the Economy of Communion of the Folklore Movement, a lay Catholic organization that has received recognition from the Catholic Church and promotes the ideas of the economy of communion. So the bank's management philosophies and ideology are heavily influenced by these ideas, which also have an effect on the enterprise mission, values, and business practices. Let us now go into the history of Bangko Kabayan, including how and when it was founded. Mr. Bienvenido M. Medrano and the then recently retired Auditor General Manuel M. Agregado founded Ibaan Rural Bank Incorporated on August 19, 1957 with the vision of becoming of service to the people of Ibaan, Batangas by providing reasonably priced credit, particularly to small merchants, farmers, and traders in the community. Ibaan Rural Bank, like most rural banks, relied heavily on rediscounting funds from the central bank. Aside from the standard savings and loan services, Ibaan Rural Bank pioneered the use of the checking account in 1968. In 1980, with the arrival of the second generation of the original founding fathers, there was push to establish Ibaan Rural Bank as a leader in the rural bank sector. Human Resource Department was also prioritized, and the Ibaan Rural Bank's initial vision and mission were created. Between 1990 and 1996, 8 branches were opened in Batangas municipalities such as Calaca, Cuenca, Mabini, Nasugbu, Rosario, San Jose, San Juan, and San Pascual. When the bank celebrated its 40th anniversary in 1997, it acquired the business name as Bangko Kabayan with a strong desire to serve Batangas province. In 2001, Bangko Kabayan attempted to respond to the needs of a population adversely impacted by the financial crisis by mainstreaming its microfinance lending in order to reach an even larger number of rural consumers. In 2005, Bangko Kabayan also established two loan collection and disbursement points. Celebrating the bank's 50th anniversary in 2007, the name Bangko Kabayan was adopted to have a strong reputation and desire to help not only Batanggueños but also communities outside Batangas province. In the year 2011 to 2012, Bangko Kabayan continued to expand its operations and entered the dynamic markets of Batangas City, Lemery, Balayan, Tanauan City, and Lipa City in order to create and expand customers' relationship. However, in 2012, the bank also acquired an online, real-time, and fully integrated banking system which also started to offer its products and services to its neighboring province and opened its first branch outside Batangas like Laguna and Quezon. In 2016, Bangko Kabayan was launched as a private development bank which promotes economic growth by giving financial assistance, frequently in the form of loans and investments, to projects that contribute to social economic advancement. In celebration of its 60th anniversary in 2017, Bangko Kabayan opened its very first microfinance banking office in Lobo, Batangas. After that, in 2020, Union Bank Philippines Incorporated, through its subsidiaries, City Savings Banks and Union Properties Incorporated, acquired a majority of the shares of Bangko Kabayan. And lastly, in 2021, Bangko Kabayan was hailed as Best MSME Growth Bank in the Philippines by Capital Finance International. So that's all for the history of Bangko Kabayan. So the mission of Bangko Kabayan is to become a major partner in the country's economic development by providing quality financial products and services to MSME and individuals in the communities they serve. Through continuous growth, Bangko Kabayan will provide optimum returns to their shareholders as well as opportunities for their employees to develop themselves as fulfilled and holistic individuals aware of the important role they play in the lives of others. Next is the vision, which states that with a God-centered, united workforce, the Bangko Kabayan will be preferred financial institution of MSME in the countryside, delivering relevant products and services with excellence. And lastly is the core values, which states that B is for the belief in divine providence, I is for the integrity, S is for the service excellence, U is for unity, and lastly, C is for commitment to community development. So that's all for the mission, vision, and core values of Bangko Kabayan.
In this slide, we gather some data about ownership structure. So we gather 5 major stockholders, and it would be the City Saving Bank Inc., which has a 1801914 number of shares subscribed with a total percentage of 49%. Next is the UBP Investment Corporation, which has a 772256 number of subscribers with a total percentage of 21. Johnson Maria Teresa, which has a 521042 number of shares subscribed with a total percentage of 14.17%. Johnson Francis, which has a 256748 number of shares subscribed with a total percentage of 6.98%. And lastly, Osaita Gregorio, which has a 216438 number of shares subscribed with a total percentage of 5.89%. So as can see on the graph, the highest stockholder would be City Saving Bank Inc. and the lowest would be the Mr. Osaita Gregorio. So that's all for the ownership structure of the Bangko Kabayan. Thank you.
So next will be the Board of Directors, which plays a crucial role of overseeing the institution's strategic direction, governance, and overall performance. So the first one, Mr. Lawrence T. Ocampo. He serves as the chairman of the board in Bangko Kabayan Inc. and the president, CEO, and director of City Savings. He is currently a Board of Trustees of Chamber of Tribes Banks. He also holds directorship in First Agro-Industrial Rural Bank INC, North Cornerstone Holdings INC, and CSB Land INC. Next is Ms. Beatrice B. Romulo. She holds the position of Director, President, and CEO of Bangko Kabayan INC. She is also currently Director of Progressive Bank, PETENT, PetNet INC, First Union Direct Corporation, and UBP Investments Corporation. Furthermore, she is a trustee and treasurer CPR Foundation. Next is Mr. Manuel G. Santiago, who serves as Director of Bangko Kabayan INC. Mr. Teodoro M. Pangaliban serves as Director of Bangko Kabayan INC. And Mr. Francis S. Ganzon serves as Director of Bangko Kabayan INC. He serves as President, Chairman, and Vice Chairman of the Board of Directors of Bangko Kabayan INC from 2007 to March 11, 2020. Ms. Maria Teresa M. Ganzon, which currently serves as Director of Bangko Kabayan INC, and Mr. Danilo J. Mojico II serves as an Independent Director of Bangko Kabayan INC. Mr. Mardonia C. Cervantes serves as Independent Director of Kabayan INC. And lastly, Ms. Teresa G. Dimalanta, who serves as Director of Kabayan INC. So that's all for the Board of Directors. Thank you.
Bangko Kabayan products and service, which include deposit products, loan products, supervised credits products, microfinance products, and other service. So let me first discuss the deposit products. So first one is regular savings, which require a 500 pesos initial cash deposit and minimum average daily balance of 1,000 pesos. Next is the basic savings, which has an initial deposit of 50 pesos and maximum balance of 50,000 pesos, offered to the all individuals whose total asset fall under micro with no excess deposit yet to Bangko Kabayan. Next is the regular current account, which has an initial cash deposit of 5,000 pesos and must maintain a minimum average daily balance of 5,000 pesos. Automatic transfer account, which is a current account that has a corresponding savings account that is debited to fund checks issued by clients. It has an initial cash deposit of 10,000 pesos with a passbook, so the account shall only earn interest if the maintained average daily balance is at least 20,000 pesos. Next is the BK Value Checking Account, which is a personal checking account with a minimum requirements and lower maintaining balance. Next is regular time deposit, which is an interest-bearing deposit, evidenced by certificates of deposit, which have specific maturity dates, which range from 30, 60, 90, 120, 180, 360 days and above. And the minimum placement is 10,000 pesos. Next is the time deposit plus, which is a longer deposit with an interest rate twice the excess rate of the regular time deposit. And lastly, may booking savings, offered to children aged 7 to 12 years old. The initial cash deposit of this would be at least 100 pesos. After deposit products, next would be the microfinance products. So the first product that microfinance has is the Kabayan loan, which caters to the banking needs of micropreneurs with a stable business and with business assets. So the specific purposes of the loans is the finance that additional working capital requirements. Secondly is the Kabayan Plus. It is for the financing of working capital or for the acquisition of business assets of warranted Kabayan brokers. Third is the Kapitan Loan, which is known as the group lending program. This is a product offered to the entrepreneurial poor, specifically women, so that they can have access to credit and other financial service. Next is Gabay Housing Loan. It is for the finance improvement either major and minor on the structure of the home, but now limited to replacing door, windows, and roof, cladding rooms, installing utilities, toilet facilities, painting, repairing, wall, and etc. Acting microfinance product, we're now focused on the loan product. First one is the agricultural loans. Loan for the cultivation, development, and improvement of agricultural land. Raising for poultry and livestock and improvement of fish pond and other development activities related to agriculture. Second is the ANI Plus, which caters to the financing needs of those servos. Business is agriculture in the nature but does not qualify for other ANI or other agriculture loans product futures. Third is SME loan, which is gathered to small and medium enterprise engaging in trading business, manufacturing, or services. Next is the housing loan. So the available to individual requiring funds to finance are: first is the acquisition of residential lot. Second is the acquisition of residential house and lot. Third is the construction of residential house on a lot already acquired. And fourth is the renovation of house. So the maximum loanable amount shall not be more than 70% of the appraised value of the offered collateral are properties other than land where the house shall construct. Next is the transport vehicle and equipment loans, which finance an acquisition of brand new and second-hand transport vehicle, either commercial or private use and equipment. And lastly is the other regular loan products, which offer loans to private corporation, housing loan, and user with buyback, Bangko loan, SS loan, ADB loans, and will purchase line for loans. After loans product, next would be the supervised credit product. First products would be the ANI loans. So the facilities aims to extend financial service to small farmers, including small corporation growers, small poultry and livestock, raising small fisher packs, including fisherman and fish pond operation. Second is the Kabayan MSE loan. So to finance additionally working capital or asset acquisition of micro enterprise and newly acquired small enterprise clients. Next is the Kabayan MSC Plus, the additionally working capital, procurement of equipment, machinery, construction of building of improvement for business purposes, other business purposes. Three would be the supervised credit, which offer educational loans, high-purpose loans, business builders loans, and home improvement loans. And for the other service, they have ATM, provider, loan, payment, channels like a GCash, Palawan, Payment, Account, Paymaya, Pisonet, UBP Pay, ECP Pay, remittance service such as the I2I Remittance Palawan, Express Padala, Perahab, True Money, and Western Union. Others like money transfer, fund transfer, bills, payment. So that's all for the products and service of Bangko Kabayan.
We move on to the significant contributions of Bangko Kabayan in the Philippine financial system. So in contributions, it has positioned itself as a bank that will support the growth of the countryside by providing products and services that add value to businesses and households while helping them improve their standard of living. Bangko Kabayan targets micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises often underserved due to regulations and lack of collateral. It is also said that the bank develops loan products and processes loan applications for the agricultural sector, and it also builds its low-cost deposits. If Bangko Kabayan does not exist, many MSMEs might find it difficult to secure loans for working capital and asset acquisition, since MSMEs are the primary target market of Bangko Kabayan. The absence of Bangko Kabayan could contribute to a lack of financial inclusion, particularly in rural areas. Since what I've said previously, the bank's focus is on supporting the growth of the countryside, right? And if it is absent, it could perhaps slow down economic development in those areas. And lastly, the branch banking group of Bangko Kabayan specifically serves businesses in the agricultural sector. So without the support and relationship management provided by this group, agricultural enterprises may find it challenging to access financial services tailored to their needs. First, COVID responses. Second, hunger response through digital challenge for companies. Third, installation of solar lights in dark barangay roads. Fourth, Brigada Eskwela activities. And lastly is Eco Bricks projects. So that's all for the Bangko Kabayan. Thank you.